everybody, welcome back to What's Buzzin' at the Bee. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have lots of wonderful new fabric and notions and such to show you around our store today. So we're going to start up front right here with all of our patriotic stuff. We have some fabric, we've got pre-cuts, notions, kits, all sorts of good stuff around here. And starting today, we are actually having a patriotic fabric sale. So we're gonna have this going through the 4th of July. So 20% off regular priced fabric, patriotic fabric, and 40% off patriotic panels. So everything you see along here, so you can see we've got all of our fabric, we've got some pre-cuts here. Around the corner on this side, we've got some really wonderful panels here, even more fabric, lots of inspiration on this side. And then right up front, you can see here, we've got lots of other fabric displayed right up front. So we've got lots of stuff for all sorts of themes and colors and prints, lots of different ideas here. So definitely come on by and take advantage of the patriotic sale. Okay, and then coming around the side here, we're gonna show off our kit of the week. We have this one hanging up still over here because it is quite a large quilt. And this one is really cool. It uses pre-cuts, so you've got a couple different layer cakes for the background, and then we've got another layer cake with those fun bright colors. And the fun thing about this kit is that with the fabric that is provided, you can do 5 different variations. So we did this one right here. That is the sample we just showed, but you can also do these 4 other patterns if you like those better. And it is, like I said, in here, all of the fabric that you need for any one of these different patterns, and actually there's 6, there's that variation as well, we've got all of it in here for you. So this one is very cool, very versatile. It's awesome because it uses pre-cuts, so there's not as much cutting. Yeah, so this one is going to be 20% off through the rest of this week. So definitely stop by. I think we are going to bring it down so you can see it up a little closer when you stop by. But for today's video's sake, we left it up so you could see it in all of its glory up there. Okay, and then coming around to this side, we've got our Notion of the Week table here. And as you can see, this week we've got all sorts of different sort of ruler helpers. So we've got the Invisi-Grip, which you can put on the back of your cutting rulers to help it grip a little better so it doesn't slide around. We've got some True Grips, which are always amazing. And then some other little notions here as well that are very helpful for all of your ruler needs. And those will all be 20% off through this week as well. So again, if you stop by, be sure to go over to the table and check it out. Okay. And then coming over to this table, we have a lovely sample to show you. So this little table topper here was created using the Gathered Together collection. This was a line from Benartex. We showed this one off a little while ago. We've got the turkey in the center there, gorgeous sunflowers, and then this text on the outer border here. And this is a free pattern that you can use. So if you come in here and you take a look at this and want to recreate it, you can just ask us up at the front counter for the free pattern, and we would be happy to put it together for you. So really lovely table topper here, perfect for kind of fall Thanksgiving time. So if you want to get a head start on that, this is some great inspiration. We've also got a couple new books here that we thought we would show off. So we've got jelly filled here. This is from the designer from Lella Boutique. A whole book sort of using different 2.5-inch strips. So we've got some really gorgeous patterns in this one. And then we've got this Great Granny Squared book from Lori Holtz. We thought this one would be interesting because we've got the granny patch here, which has been pretty particularly trendy lately. So if you want to kind of mix it up, try something a little more modern with the granny patch, we've got a whole book of that style here. So that's kind of fun. Wonderful. Well, now we're going to head over into our modern section. And right at the end cap here, we are super excited. We just got this collection in. This is Orchard from Rifle Paper Company. They work with cotton and steel to create their fabrics. And this one is just a super fun collection. You've got all of these wonderful fruit prints, very fun and playful. And then they also, of course, have their signature florals mixed in here as well. Lots of gorgeous prints. And there are lots of them. We've got them wrapped all the way around the table. There are some metallic prints. So you've got this one in 3 different variations here, all with that beautiful metallic gold. And then we've also got a few other, we've got their stripes, their smaller florals. And then right up top here, this one is super fun. This is actually a canvas. So we were thinking this would be perfect if you wanted to do any sort of little bags or totes, sort of make like either a farmer's market bag, or we found this pattern. This would be a perfect little lunch bag. That's more of a kid version, but there's also this one by Sally Tomato called the Tripper. And this one, it would work perfect for a little picnic bag as well. So if you were to use the canvas on the outside, we think that would be just absolutely gorgeous, very fun. My personal favorite, I think, is the little fruit stickers. They've got all of these different designs, which is very impressive. Very cute for sure. And lots of fat quarters here. Lots of different options. We've got more of the florals, more of the fruits, so kind of whatever you are into in this collection, we probably have a version of it. I thought I'd also just mention, I wanted to show these off because they are so cute. These little tins here from Riley Blake have the little fabric clips in them. So you can see they're perfect. So if you don't want to pin your fabric, you can clip it. And they did it in this adorable little retro tin to keep them all together. So this is very cute. It sort of fits the theme with this collection right here. So I thought we'd show that off too. Those are brand new. Okay, and then we've got another new modern collection just right here. This one is from Felicity Fabrics. And this one is super cute. We've got that bright pink, but then it's mixed with kind of more of that earthy gold, and it's got some gray neutrals in here, but lots of really wonderful modern prints. And they also have a free pattern for this one. So you can see this one right here. This is their In Your Corner quilt. We do have this one, so if you would like us to print you off a copy or grab one for you, you can go to the front counter and request this one. They do have it all made up in the Dreamland fabric here, so you can see kind of how it turns out, which is very fun. This one is kind of a perfect blend of kind of modern and sweet, so you could definitely go more juvenile with it, or you could make it more modern. So it's kind of a fun collection. We're really enjoying this one. We do have fat quarters for that one as well. And circling through the rest of our modern section, we're going to walk past more of our other fabrics. We've got our batiks, our flannels. We've got all of our canvas and wovens on this side. We've got our kids section, more florals, and we're going to go right over here into our wool section. So we wanted to show off, we just got some gorgeous new wool bundles here. These are fantastic. They have a couple different color variations. There are 9 by 10 inch sort of chunks of wool. So kind of the perfect size. And then we've also got a couple new, we had some requests for some Sue Spargo books. So we just got a couple new ones. So this is Fresh Cut, which has some really fun designs. And then we've also got the Folk Tales book here as well. So if you were keeping an eye out for those ones, we've got a couple of new ones here. Okay, and then just right around the corner here, we did move a couple things around. So all of our national park stuff is now kind of right here in this section. And we're showing it off again because we just got kind of another restock of a few things. So first up, this was very popular, so we were able to get some more of this one. We've got the national park map here with the whole USA on the front with all of the different states and their national parks. And then of course you've got all of the national park posters as a border there. So that one is really fun. And then we've got this one as well. It's similar. It also has a map on the front, but this one, it's a little bit more abstract. You've got the different sort of emblems all around the whole map there in the center. So it's a little bit not quite as straight lined as the other one. This one's a little more free form, but also very cool with all of those different emblems on the front. We did get a few different blenders as well, so you can kind of roll along here and sort of look at all the different ones. This one is brand new. We didn't get this one originally. It's this really cool map fabric. And then another thing that is brand new is we did get another panel. So this one we did not get in our first batch, but we were able to get it this time around, and we were super excited about it because it is a Washington one. So we've got Mount Rainier right here. Beautiful, beautiful colors in this one. It's almost like a sunset. But you know, it's nearby here in Washington, so we felt like we definitely had to get that one this time around. So super exciting. We did get a few more of the large scale panels here. So these are kind of something you might use as the full center of a quilt or even the backing. So that one is really cool as well. Okay, and moving just sort of more into our novelty section here, we have a new collection we're very excited about. This is the newest Tim Holtz line. This one is called Laboratory. So it's this full top box here, lots of different prints. We've got some more abstract ones, and then we've got some kind of cool, more kind of that scientific journal look to it. Lots of neat prints there. Really like the sort of stamp ones, all of the text and the script. Those ones are very neat. And this line is very cool as well because it does also come with another canvas print. So this right here, we love working with it for bags and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, you can see how gorgeous that one is up close. book to sort of just examine all of the different script on there. So that's very fun. I'm sure we'll find something to do with that soon. And we do also have the rest of the Tim Holtz stuff in that same sort of cabinet there, so you can kind of mix and match if you want to. Okay, and coming around here, we are still building on our Halloween section. So we've brought out a couple more new lines. This one here is called Creepin' It Real. This is from QT Fabrics. And this one is kind of a fun sort of spooky line. You've got the haunted house here with the jack-o'-lanterns. Very fun, sort of vibrant colors. So this is the panel that goes along with the collection. And then we've got all the rest of it lined up just right here. And in addition to this large panel, there are a few sort of block prints mixed in here too. So if you wanted to do like a fun sort of mix with the larger panel and the smaller block prints, you could definitely do that. And I'll pull out one of them here so you can kind of see what I mean. So you've got these smaller blocks here that you could kind of cut out. You could fussy cut them, mix them throughout the quilt, or you could sort of leave it whole, maybe do like a fun little border or something. But lots of great, cool sort of spooky prints in there. Okay, and then just around the corner here, we have another new line. This is from Northcott, and this one is called Bittersweet. This one has lots of more large scale prints. So that first one there is kind of that wrought iron gate. We've got some ghosts, and then we've got some really cool blenders that kind of go along with it. We've got kind of those pumpkin vines, more pumpkins. And then I think that one on the end there is really cool. It's kind of like pumpkin blossoms. And this one has a panel as well, which has a really cool sort of artistic brushed look to it. You've got the ghost there in the front. We think the colors in this one are very beautiful. And this is kind of one of the standard panel sizes. It's like the 24 by 42. So we have a few different patterns here. We just have some of our postcard patterns. So you can get some inspiration. Just some different patterns that have a sort of center panel in the middle. You can kind of build around it, but those are just some options on what you could do with something like this panel here. So those are very fun. As you can see, we're just building on all of the Halloween. So if you come in looking for it, it's gonna be right down this aisle, and we're just gonna kind of keep bringing more of it out as we get it in the future. Okay, and then working my way to the front here, we've got another new line, which you may recognize. We've got this amazing Grinch line from Robert Kaufman. They do sort of a similar thing every year. It's kind of a tradition with the little Grinch panels, but there are some new Grinch prints that we think are very fun. So that sort of Advent one with the different numbers on it. Then we've got some of the classic prints here. This one is very fun. It's got lots of different sort of sassy sayings on there. Perfect stripe to kind of use as a blender. And then we do have some fat quarters. And we do have a couple free patterns as well. So the kind of the classic free pattern uses the large panel here. So we've got Mr. Grinch on the front. And then using these smaller blocks here, you can create this quilt right here, which is just perfect for sort of Christmas time. So if you've never done a Grinch quilt, this is always just a really fun project. Very classic. And it uses, like I said, the pattern does use both the large panel and the fun sort of block panel there too. And you can kind of pick and choose which fabrics you'd like. Another fun free pattern that I just found is they actually have some placemat pattern. Kind of uses a few of the different prints with some little sashing. But I thought those were just so fun. So we thought we would show that off in addition to the other ones here. Okay, that brings us to the end of today's show. Hopefully you all enjoyed all of the goodies we showed you. Be sure to leave in the comments which line was your favorite. We always love to hear what is interesting to all of you. We will be on Whatnot later today, and we're gonna have all of the new fabrics that we showed today over on there. So if you wanna go and save today's show, you can go into the app and do that, so you'll be notified when we get started with that. And in addition to that, we thought we would mention, we know that we have a lot of viewers that don't necessarily live in Spokane where our shop is located. So if you are one of those people and you saw something in today's show that you absolutely loved and maybe you can't get your hands on it anywhere else, be sure to give us a call and we can definitely ship something to you. If you saw something that caught your fancy that you absolutely just had to have, definitely give us a call or message us and we would be happy to sort of set that up for you. Okay, I think that was it for today. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for another What's Buzzing at the Bee.